Hi guys, welcome to your reading for Sunday the 23rd of May. I've got a feeling I may have said April on one of the previous ones. I've completely lost all track of time. So, if this reading, if you find it later and it resonates, it's still for you. This is just, the day that I'll be uploading them for. Information of personal readings and stuff will be in the drop-down box. What else do I need to cover? Not a lot, really. This will be quite a in-depth reading. Kind of cover the energies coming up and the week ahead, and then Monday to Friday. I'll do a daily general check-in. This isn't for any particular sign, although I may get some zodiacs out for the month. We'll see how that goes. I'm hoping most of my subscribers are a little higher, then perhaps we'll start doing some lives on a Saturday maybe, but we'll see how it goes. But yeah, yesterday's reading was pretty deep, so we'll see what energies we've got coming up for this week ahead. I'm hoping that we'll get some different messages though, because it wouldn't be good to keep labouring on the same messages. We'd like something different to move us forward with. So that said, I'm going to jump in. Feel free to switch places around as needs be in the reading. I'm always referring to energy when I'm talking about masculine or feminine. It's not gender specific at all. So I think that covers everything. So let's jump in and we'll see what we've got coming up for this week ahead. We'll also be doing an eclipse reading. So we've got the eclipse in Sagittarius on the 26th. I'll be putting a reading out for that, and possibly some affirmations that you can do at home to go with that. Sovereignty affirmations. If that's something that you're working on, I do advise yesterday's reading actually. So we'll jump in and we'll see what we've got coming up for the 22nd. Wow. Perfect. World energy, new beginnings, starting a new life, finding your purpose, a forgiving and compassionate review of the past. Sorry, 1 second. Just checking the camera's still going. Hoping I've got enough space on here to still do this entire reading. So, if that's the energy that you're at, what's the challenge? Happy to see this. It does mean that we've possibly integrated some of what had come up in yesterday's read. The challenge. Ooh, the High Priestess. So tapping into that divine feminine, but this is like the mystery of the divine feminine. Whereas the Empress is more that tangible earth mother energy. This is sort of the mystery, the secrets, the unknown. I love it. So the recent past. The Death card. Brilliant. So it does look like this is something moving forward from the previous energy. Near future. All major arcana so far. And this deck is well used and well shuffled. Seven of Swords. So we need to look at what that is. I get the feeling where it relates to yesterday's reading. This could be people still trying to drag you into drama, but I get the overall feeling that it's not a need for concern, that you will be able to handle it. But your challenge is the High Priestess and tapping into that energy and not being embroiled in drama. So we'll see what comes from it. Where to focus? Where to focus? I only take jumpers from the deck as well. Temperance. Staying in that balance. Temperance was majorly featuring in yesterday's reading as well. The strengths that you've got that you need to draw upon or to build. 5 of Wands. Yep, that's that conflict, chaos, drama, staying away from it. Finding ways to resolve challenge. I'm going to move these over a little actually. Give myself a bit more room to work with. I'm still recording? Yes, we are. So, what you need to do... Whoa. 6 of Cups, 7 of Pentacles. Could be being patient with some inner child healing. You've got Temperance as your focus there, so there's definitely a message regarding patience here, but we'll see. So what you need to do, what you need to know. Magician. Message of manifestation again as well. Definitely watch yesterday's reading if you haven't. The bigger picture, what this is all about, lesson-wise, the Wheel of Fortune. Look at all this major arcana. And the highest possible outcome, the Star. Fabulous. So, what we've got here is somebody who's on the cusp of a completely new beginning. There is potential for healing here. There is integration of big lessons, of, you know, that understanding of why I've come in here, what your purpose is in this incarnation, what the lessons are that come with it. This is all about preparing you for ascension. So, where you're at, you're on the cusp of this new beginning. You are in between cycles. This is what this is all about with this Wheel of Fortune. New beginnings again. There is that potential there for healing. This is all to do with you understanding the universe and manifestation and getting the deeper meaning of life, of spirituality, of ascension, of everything. This is about releasing you from the mundane, from like bringing you out of that potentially third dimensional thinking of looking at drama and being embroiled in it, and coming up to a higher dimensional perspective of being able to look at everything as having lessons. So let's get some clarifiers on that new beginnings card. Yeah, look, we've got the Fool. See, at the end of one journey, the beginning of a new one, and the Sun. There is happiness, major, major happiness coming your way, as well as insight, intuition, what's the word I'm looking for? Enlightenment. Massive potential enlightenment. Lots of happiness. So this is, you're crossing a threshold. Like with yesterday's reading, this was like drilling down into the lessons. This is beginning to see them. This is what I would call an overlap point. Like the light has switched on and you're really sort of ready to level up. So the High Priestess being the challenge. So this is about trusting your psychic insights, trusting your intuition, learning the feminine secrets of spirituality and, you know, looking beyond the veil and you're growing spiritually. So tell me some more about the High Priestess, please. Why she's a challenge. So I've got the Ten of Pentacles. For some of you, this could be to do with belief systems that you've inherited through your family line. You know, you could have been born into a certain religion that teaches you something, and, you know, like an awakening to spirituality could come with a lot of no-nos that you were programmed with that you're having to learn to undo. Can I have another one on that, please? Too many there. It's also to do with legacy as well. We've got the Eight of Wands, which is travel, communication, lots of swift movement and action. Could be that you're having difficulty communicating with people. This feels like this stuff like that you've inherited. That is a big challenge. And actually making this move, again, look at yesterday's reading, travel was coming up. For some of you, this may be like moving away from family, and you know, scared of doing it, and you're not really sort of trusting your intuition or trusting the universe on those moves that need to be made. So why is this Death card there in the recent past? The Nine of Swords. And the Eight of Swords. Yeah, definitely in the past you've recently put or started to collapse some mental beliefs, some thought processes, some negative belief systems, stuff that causes you anxiety. You've decided to say bye-bye to that, but you're just having some trouble moving forward. Like those old programs are still lingering. You're doing so well, though, for this to be past energy. It's like, you know, like I say, this is like an overlap point. So why is the Seven of Swords here in the future? The Knight of Pentacles. So this, for me, is saying on one sense, you need to look at a long-term strategy. You need to know that Rome wasn't built in a day. You know, that this transition is going to, that's where patience is coming in. That's why this patience is showing up. You need to understand that it's not all going to be overnight. This is a growth process. What else? Yeah, Page of Swords. You're at the beginning of a learning journey. You're at the beginning of new understandings. You know, there are no shortcuts here. And you need to learn some patience with, you know, this understanding and insights. You're getting all this enlightenment and stuff at the moment, but there is more to come, you know, and it's like, you need to settle into this and allow it to grow steadily, because trying to rush it and force it forward, you know, you need to understand that, you know, not everything heals overnight. You're on a healing journey. So why is Temperance here as the focus? Temperance is all about patience, balance, inner alchemy. Yeah, the Nine of Pentacles. So this is about bringing you into some kind of independence. If you've come away from a cycle of dependency, whether that is, because that was coming up as the challenge yesterday, was like the devil. So it can be dependency on another person, or on substances, or on, you know, some kind of support. There's nothing wrong with needing support and getting support, but you've got to use that support to get independent. So this is about taking your time and being patient and focusing on yourself, your independence, on building yourself and not what others are doing. So I feel like you may still be facing some challenges from other people trying to pull you back into their way of thinking, or trying to tell you what to do and how to do it. And this is kind of saying, you know, just because you've put your foot down doesn't mean that they're going to accept that straight away. You've just got to keep your boundaries firm and be patient with yourself. And exercise moderation, exercise balance and patience, and focusing your attention on you. Yeah, there we go, look, the Ace of Pentacles. So this is about gaining your own independence and stability. If you've come away from a situation, like I say, where you've been, you know, dependent on someone else financially, and that's what's kind of kept you there as well. This is like, it will come with time. Just be patient with yourself. Drop any negative beliefs about yourself that you shouldn't have support, because you can. You know, you just need to grow in that understanding of what you're here to do. There's a lot of negative beliefs about, like, the system, you know, the world that we live in. You know, it teaches you that, you know, you should be working hard, and, you know, it's all designed to keep you away from your spirituality. It's to keep you away from learning who and what you are and from growing. Let me still record it. Yeah, we are. So there may be some moderation needed with money here as well. Like, this is like, focus on your money, focus on your independence. As you undo a lot of these negative beliefs that come between you, that keep you in lack mentality, you're going to find a lot more sort of abundance coming towards you that's going to help you be more independent. But you've got to undo these negative mental programs that say you've got to work a 90-hour week in order to survive, or, you know, this is all programming that's put into us by the service to self energies that want to feed off of us. So this is about, you know, becoming true to yourself and knowing that your value is inherent without having to do anything. So this is like focusing on that energy, focusing on your worth and your value, and learning that it is inherent, you know, pulling out all these old programs. So what's this Five of Wands, please? The Ten of Swords. This feels like you've done a lot of inner work here regarding walking away from people and ending relationships or situations or jobs that are draining you. Yeah, look, the moon, you're now seeing the truth of of those situations. You're seeing where people were undervaluing you, and by allowing that, you were undervaluing yourself. And the moon, it's like those anxieties, you're beginning to release them, you're letting them go, you're starting to see clearer, and you're going after your wish fulfillment. This is just all you need to do is remember it's a process. You know, you're uncovering these, because the moon is a subconscious. So you're learning where these subconscious programs are that devalue you, and you're coming to terms with the fact you can have whatever you want, you can have your wishes fulfilled. But you're just on a journey to learning about all this programming and where it is, and learning to pull it out. And it's not going to happen overnight. So what you need to do, Six of Cups. Seven of Pentacles is obvious. That's one about investing patience in yourself. This could be to do with inner child healing, you know, like those healing patterns, looking back and seeing what you learn as a child that is, you know, causing these mental blockages, and healing that. King of Wands, Queen of Cups, Four of Pentacles. For some of you, there is definitely issues relating to parents and what parents have taught you, and parents imposing their values on you. Some of you have got things you need to release regarding them because it's blocking your intuition. You're holding on to things, holding on to grudges. Again, be patient with yourself. It's a process to learning to let this stuff go. But you do need to. There could be soulmate energy here as well. There's a lot of energy about sort of forgiveness. They're standing in your power and going after what you want, but also tapping into, you know, your emotions and your intuition, being emotionally balanced. What's this Magician for what you need to know? And what you need to know, you can manifest the life that you want. What you need will magically appear in successful beginnings. So again, this is removing that programming that everything needs to be hard. That, you know, beginning to believe in the deeper magic of the world as well. And there's some more about this Magician, please. A lot about undoing negative belief systems and restrictive belief systems here. A lot. Yeah, the Two of Wands, which is again making decisions about your future and which direction you want to go in. This is about removing those negative programs and thoughts and focusing all your attention on what you do want, where you want to go, so that you can manifest that. Yeah, Three of Pentacles with the Seven of Cups. This is, again, lots of illusions and untruths and things that have been programmed into you by family, society. Again, as well, a lot about your independence, you being you, honouring you and doing what you want. Not doing it for other people. I do feel as well with these and that Seven of Swords that you may need to watch out for somebody you think you can trust. There's a bit of an illusion around them. They might have their own ulterior motives. So watch out for that energy. Tell me something about this Wheel of Fortune, please. Ace of Cups and the Three of Cups. So, in the first instance, yeah, this is like the bigger picture, what this is all about, the lessons, the karma, what you've come in here to learn, what you've come to understand. This is about, you know, unconditional love. That partnerships that honour you are from unconditional love. There are no conditions on that. Conditional love is where people, you know, they'll give you love and attention as long as you are fulfilling their conditions. You know, you've got to work this job, or you've got to do this, or, you know, it's a lot about other people's expectations. And when you don't meet that, they'll then withdraw that love. That's not unconditional love. So you have to show that unconditional love to yourself in order to then attract that back to you and align with people who are on the same wavelength. Tell me something about this Star energy, please. Two of Pentacles. Star is dreams coming true. Again, that energy, you know, you can have whatever you want. It's also awakening and recognition. I feel like with that Two of Pentacles, you've still got some split energy there. It's something to worry about. Again, it's a process. But, you know, you kind of have to... You do have to learn you can hold a number of different belief systems at the same time. And then the Six of Pentacles. Both of these are kind of like what you put in is what you get back out. Understanding the cycles of energy. there is a karmic repayment coming to you as well. You know, where somebody's behaved negatively towards you, or where you've put good karma into something, the universe is kind of rewarding that. And you're going to have numerous options about which direction to go in. You do have numerous options coming towards you. It could be work-wise, could be like entrepreneurial energy. You know, like you wanting to start your own business or something like that, where you've maybe, you know, wanted to branch out on your own. For those of you where it's a situation where you've, you know, booked the family tradition and gone in your own direction, I feel like there are numerous possibilities coming your way, but you do need to watch out for somebody who, you know, kind of is acting like they want to collaborate with you, but there's a hidden intention there. All that glitters isn't gold. And you'll need to make a decision. Whatever it is, again, it needs to be fair and balanced. This is reminding you about balancing. You know, like karmic balance. It's like she's juggling the 2 pentacles, and then these 6 are like the balance moving around in a cycle. So this is like, when you come to make these decisions, do it from a fair and balanced place, so as not to attract any negative karma to you again, and to so as not to find yourself having to repeat a lesson. That's what I mean, as opposed to, like, you know, attracting negative karma. What I mean is like finding yourself repeating a lesson that you don't want to repeat. You need to see the red flags in people, and you need to have your boundaries firm and solid, and, you know, be doing what's right for you. Okay, so I'm going to take some oracle cards. This is kind of like what's coming up for the week ahead. I like how the honouring path is at the bottom there as well. It's taking the path that honours you and receiving that reward and recognition. You're at the beginning of a new journey, and this is, you know, it's one to be patient with yourself on. You're learning a lot about energy and manifestation. I can't even say energy and manifestation, and, you know, like how things appear in your environment to show you what program your subconscious might be running. So if somebody comes at you with a negative attitude about you, then that's a subconscious program you're running about yourself that's probably been put in there by somebody else. So you have to, you know, undo that program. So, let's see, yeah, we're still recording. So, let's see, let's get a few oracle cards just to advice for the week ahead. Wow, kindred partnership. That wanted to come out in reverse though, so I do have 2 messages with that one. Travel, again, this came out in the same position yesterday. And discovery, oh, we've got 2, discovery and professional assistance. These cards are so telling a story. Now, as this wanted to come out in the reverse, the first message is a warning message. I feel like some of you may be pinning your attention on a kindred, what you believe is a kindred partnership. And I feel like for some of you it isn't. That this person was maybe a catalyst, and they've come to teach you something. That's the discovery that you need to make, and some of the illusion that you're keeping yourself trapped in. For others of you, you could be meeting a soulmate, a twin flame, a kindred partner. And with this self-love that you're expressing, it's going to attract them towards you. Now, you could meet this person when travelling, but again, this travel card is coming up so much. Somebody is going to be travelling. Don't let your negative mindset hold you back from it. The professional assistance card is literally what it says on the tin. If you need help from a lawyer, a broker, a teacher, seek out that professional assistance, because they're going to help you to discover something. It could be, you know, a spiritual teacher, it could be anything. But there's something that you need to, you know, discover. And it will come through the help of somebody else. For some of you, you may discover something about the intentions of somebody who is offering professional assistance. They've got their ulterior motives. That's a slight warning message for some as well. But for most of you, this is positive. This is about seeking out. It's like you've got to discover something about yourself. This is what you're doing, you know, through this reading, you know, like learning self-love and boundaries and, you know, like leveling up spiritually. Maybe like some form of counselling or something like that, you know, after coming away from toxic relationships. But in some way, somebody is going to help you discover something about yourself, something positive. Remember, just as we attract people who may be negative towards us to show us that we're feeling negative about ourselves, we attract the positive too. So if you attract somebody towards you who is, you know, like, thinks great of you, take that on board, because that means that you are also attracting those positive attentions towards you as well. But where needed, do seek out that help in whatever area it is, business, work, you know, anything, whatever. So I'm going to leave that there, and I'll be back tomorrow with the general check-in, and I will see you then. Thank you.